about the abrupt stop. This is a few days after she came and she ate through food, staying here because of monsters and the night seeming to be endless. Winter grew closer. She made another map with the extra time that she had. I have to set off into the desert before winter strikes. I cannot stay in that cold through the winter. The water will be frozen. I will have no source. I've already been around there. I will fly up there.
I like getting cold. Bye. And you know, I'll not get cold.
I want to continue on journey. I stayed flying even though I knew it would drain my energy. I went through the woods. Went searching to the edge. I flew in a circle, making sure I got everything correct, and set my map back down. I had 2 map 7s. A long, stocky creature statue there.
That was when the fire was here. And the fire was hot in my eye. So, and I blocked it off and it was only on its arms. And I blocked it off with blocks and it walked.
There was a statue of a creature that lives in mansions.
And I did the floor.
There's a statue of a creature that lives in a special kind of mansion of monsters. I found that place, and so I didn't feel like exploring it. There were 2 statues. I made a map of the area. I knew that my inventory was going to fill up with maps. I didn't know how quickly. A village that looked like it would be a perfect place to settle down for a few days. I started to just search through, realizing that the area was not great. I stole a compass and a few torches. I knew that I wasn't going to be allowed to stay for long, and so I did not. I looked through, stealing whatever food I could get my hands on. I knew I was gonna need the food. I knew I wasn't gonna need them anytime soon, but one day I would need it. I knew that I was gonna stack up a food. I made sure that my health was in good condition the second that I started to get food. When I knew my health was in good or better condition, I went and a storm started.
Help! Help!
So I slept. Figured maybe if I slept through the storm, it would be great. The thunder kept me up a little, but the storm quickly went away.
Look, there's something wrong. That you have to...
Break that.
No, it's up to you.
I'm not going there.
Well...
Beacons upon beacons of areas. There was a small place, I remember, in the foggy, cloudy area. And I remember having to head down and realizing that the trail that I'd been following led me to a nice camp. Okay, this is going to annoy me. I want it to be a campfire. Oh, that's our normal cobblestone. I will keep the cobblestone. I figured that if I did forget any food, it would be alright. I would have enough food to make up for it. And I don't know. I figured everything would be fine. That my world would not need such greedy food. That I was just being greedy and wanting food. Little did I know, I was doing quite the opposite. I knew that I was gonna need the food someday, but I never knew that day would be so close. Winter was coming around and I knew I couldn't travel then. My map looked strange. I knew I had followed everywhere. It was my last map I was gonna make before just exploring to explore. So I went kind of exploring. I explored the village, seeing what was in every house. There was one shelf design that I liked. There were torches at one place. This looked like a great hunting and campground. So I assumed some school must be here sometimes. Little did I know, this was just a place, an abandoned village. I figured that stealing from a school area wouldn't be quite a bad idea, because schools have food to make up for it. I don't have that much food. Considering the fact that there were waterfalls and other cool areas, and it looked like a swimming course in one cabin, I assumed that that was just like a PE thing. I started to wander through some, and they looked more like a living area. I was still okay with stealing from a living area, wasn't I? One area looked like a grave, so I left the doors open and stayed out. I don't know why I left the doors open on every house that I had been in. Just felt like the right thing to do. Up the ladders I climbed, making sure I had explored every house. A small tunnel confused me. Exploring felt like going through mazes. I made nothing. And I put on shoes and a jacket, some extra snow pants. I didn't put a hood up because it wasn't that cold. I realized that I could have completely died at that snowy area, but it was summer, so I knew everything was great. After spending the entire fall there, and winter approaching, I figured something would have happened. I'm surprised that I was able to stay that long. I realized that the higher I got, the colder it was, and there was snow on some areas. Some trees have probably fallen down from old age. Some cut. Some turned into stools. I made sure that I had explored everywhere. I made sure to leave every door open. After I was pretty sure that I had made it everywhere, I went, got some kelp. No.
I hear this something though.
I was far enough, and I realized I had to hold my breath for a lot longer than before. That's when I started to notice the conduit power is gone. I had traveled far. Well, bye guys. The internet is being really bad. I just literally, you guys may not have noticed it, but for 5 seconds I was stuck, and the internet is getting worse and worse. And and now I can't move. This again. I don't even think it was broadcasting last time this happened. Is it still broadcasting? Bye guys.